So we're at the Toyota dealership, getting the oil changed. Ben's with us.
Hey, I didn't see it.
Okay, I'll show you knocking over the things. Is that what you want to see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go. Look at this mountain behind me and this cute baby. So I'm really trying to stay ahead of the game as far as packing goes. I don't want to be, I don't want to just be like scrambling last minute. So I'm going to try and be packed today, Saturday, and we don't leave until Tuesday. So we'll see how it goes. Nope. All right, guys, it's been like an hour since I shot my last clip, and I have, look, exactly the same, maybe more clothes added to it. I don't know why, like you would think I would remember that when you have a baby that's like, well, I don't know, let's see. I would say once they start crawling until they're like, I don't know, 18, just kidding. I just like, they're just so into everything. Like I was trying to pack stuff and she just was taking everything out of it, and she was just into everything. So I decided I'm just gonna pay attention to her, and then as soon as she's in bed, I'm gonna get the laundry put away and get the clothes packed. So this little girl right here, yeah, she's going to bed, so I can finally get some stuff done. I wasn't able to finish, but that's a start. At least got it all sorted so that I can pack easily in the morning, and then I can put stuff away. All the kids are in bed, and Liberty is actually, she sleeps in our closet, so I can't put anything away tonight anyways, and it's getting late, so I should probably go to bed, but at least I got the bed cleared off, right? Yeah? See, not done, but at least it's sorted. That's a start. Good morning, you guys. So today marks a pretty special day for Ben. Because he is, what are you doing, Ben? What are you sitting in? You're moving to a booster seat. I'm gonna go get Griffin. We gotta take him out to no, it's not, the breeders. He's gonna be staying with them while we're out of town. And that is what we are doing today. So we just got back from dropping off Griffin, and this little girl cried like the last 30 minutes screaming, and Ben unbuckled out of his booster seat while we were on the freeway and couldn't buckle again. So I'm glad that I tested it to see if he was old enough to handle being in a booster seat, and he's obviously not, so I'm gonna put him back in his car seat before we take our trip. Did you find your phone? Who are you gonna call? Are you gonna text someone? Yeah. Guys, I'm not sure what I need to do to change the setting on my camera, but it looks like it's not really adjusting to the lighting in here. I'll have to do some research. Yeah, I have this Canon PowerShot ELPH 190. I was reading it and I'm not sure how to adjust the settings. I don't know if it's like a regular DSLR or what, but yeah, I'm excited to do all these things to make our vlog even better. It's gonna be really fun. What do you think, Libs? Just hear that in the background, that YouTube video, my brother, Smith Boys Gaming. I always hear like, and it's coming from multiple rooms too. We've got 2 different YouTube videos playing. And my kids are like, oh my goodness, Greg is your brother. You're so lucky. So it's really been fun to have my kids watching my brother's videos and like kind of getting to know him, because he's all the way up like on the north side of the country. We're all the way down on the south side of the country. And we're a good like 36 hours from each other. I don't know, but it's kind of fun to be able to interact over the internet like that. And we'll get to see them again in a couple weeks at the family reunion. So we're looking forward to that. But I'm gonna go and finish packing, or try anyway. I'm going to make some homemade pizza. It's something I make a lot. I used to make it like once a week for my family, and this recipe calls for enough, it makes enough dough to have 2 large pizzas. So first you take a 1.5 cups of warm water, put it in. I like to use my bread machine. I'm sure you can make it in other things, but that's just what I use because it's easiest. I normally use garlic salt. I only have garlic powder, so I'm going to use sea salt and garlic powder. And I think about a teaspoon. I don't measure, but you do probably about a teaspoon, maybe of each. I don't know. Okay, so then that's not a very good tutorial. I'm like, then you just put in some of this and some of that, and I don't know. So then you take a tablespoon of honey, put it in. A tablespoon of oil. It might be a little bit more than a tablespoon. Really the most important things are going to be that you get accurately are going to be your yeast, your flour, and your water. Everything else is just kind of to taste. So then you're going to do 4 cups of flour. If you do wheat flour, you're going to do less. And to be honest, I don't remember how much I used to do when I would do wheat, but maybe I'll start playing with that again and then show you. So when I'm making this pizza, I like to make sure that the dough is started no later than like 3:15. That way, if you want to eat at 5 or 5:30, then your pizzas should be ready by then. You can either do 1 tablespoon or you can do 2 teaspoons of yeast. I usually just do 1 tablespoon of yeast on top there. So then you just put it in the bread machine on the dough cycle, and it takes 1 hour and 20 minutes, and then we'll roll it out when it's done. So once your dough is finished, you're gonna take it and separate it into 2 even ball things. Okay, so you've got 2 balls. You want to make them into a circle from the very beginning, into a ball. And then when you are gonna cut up your stuff, so you're gonna want them to sit here and rest while you are preparing, like if you're gonna cut up olives or cut up some toppings, stuff like that. So you're gonna wanna let the dough rest, and it'll probably, I don't know, it might rise a little bit. So have it in a ball. Let them rest right here. I'm going to finish cutting up. I'm cutting up, because it's Valentine's Day, I'm cutting up pepperonis into hearts. And I was going to make the pizza into a heart shape, but I don't have time for that. Make sure you have a very floured surface. And I start by kind of squishing them down, squishing it down. This is just if you want to make it into a circle. I worked at a lot of pizza restaurants growing up, and actually my grandpa owned a pizza restaurant all growing up too, and I loved watching them make the pizzas. Now my uncle actually owns a chain of restaurants called called Pizza Pie Cafe. I don't know, maybe some of you have heard of it, but anyways, I love making pizza. It's like therapeutic to me. So, I guess the trick to rolling out a pizza, to keep it a circle, is just keep like switching directions. Sometimes I'll even like roll it kind of in a circular motion. Anyways, we'll probably fast motion this part. Okay, so then you're gonna stretch it out to the sides of the pizza pan. And also I like to use these pizza pans with holes because it makes the crust crispier, and I like my crust crispy, but my daughter doesn't. So sometimes I don't use these ones. Okay, the best pizza sauce, and I've tried all of them. I've tried organic, I've tried fancy ones, I've tried making it, I've tried lots of different ones, but this is $1 pizza sauce, and it actually has really good ingredients. And I get it at H-E-B, and that's a Texas store. And it's called Hill Country Fare Pizza Sauce Traditional. But I think that like Walmart traditional sauce is comparable. It's pretty good. Anyways, we've tried many different ones, and we always come back to this particular pizza sauce. I put half the jar on. Usually I use a spoon, but I don't have one, so just put the sauce around evenly. I mean, this is all pretty simple stuff that I'm pretty sure everybody already knows. It's not like there's like a trick to this. And I forgot to mention, when your dough is finished, you need to turn the oven on to 425 to start preheating. I don't know if there's like a trick to spreading cheese or anything like that, but when you work on a Friday night at a pizza restaurant, you get pretty fast at putting on toppings and pepperonis and cheese and stuff like that. So let's see.